Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Chapter 46. Okay, last chapter, third line. It looks painful, and I'm still wondering, like, is it only visible when you're exerting that much magical power, or what? I would assume that would be the case, is that it's only when you're actively using it, so kind of consider it like a magical transformation of Super Saiyan as a comparison. You know, your hair goes blonde. Well, in this case, you carve a third line in your face, you know, kind of deal. But then maybe it heals up after you're done using the power. Maybe it has like its own like rejuvenating properties. I don't know, but anyway, so that's cool. Back at Regro's Hagrid hut, I swear I love that design, but it is a little too on point to what they're referencing. But yeah, so they're still playing the board game. They're completely unaware of what's happening in the woods around them. Let's see. It's discovered you can't use magic. Game over. Oh Lord. Poor Mash. Oh, here's the title. Rayne Aims and God's Gift. Oh yes, because Wahlberg did mention that, like, for those who have a third line, it is as if God bestowed a gift upon them. It's not just like everyone's got baseline one line, more or less, and then it was like, if you're talented, you have 2 lines, but if you are blessed by God, boom, 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 3 lines, which then really makes me wonder, are there going to be more than 3 lines if you're already at the God tier at this point, you know? So that's kind of shooting a little too high this early on in the series, you know? Maybe when you hit 5 lines. That makes twice now. Look up, Mash. He can't get past that square. I don't know where there were games over. I didn't know there were game overs in this game. So they're all like reacting to it in different ways. One is just kind of perplexed. One is like, don't worry, it's okay. One is just like, damn, his luck is crap. And then one is just completely, you know, like, this is a possibility in the game. What? I'm gonna step outside for a minute. He's gonna go punch a tree, isn't he? But will he break the door on his way back? Anyway, so now there's a Mash. Oh, Mash. So Dot and Lemon are like kind of just like, aw. He acts cool, but it must be eating him up inside. Of course it is. He's innocent in all of this. If I were in his shoes, I would blame society. Oh. Is he okay? Okay, he's just gone for a jog. I swear, his hands are so fucked up in this panel. He skids to a stop. Whew, no one will ever spot me out here. Holy shit, is that a cream puff? That cream puff is the size of your fucking head. Now that I'm alone, this specialty cream puff is all mine. Oh, he's probably close to the fight now. But you motherfucker, you were going to share with your friends. Damn. Also, where the hell were you keeping that? Nature's pocket. There is no other way. Okay. Now we're in the musical battle with third line sword magic. But anyway, let's see here. Okay, we still got the music notes there, just kind of acting as like a minefield. The third line is still there. The triple liner. God-gifted talent to find someone my age who's achieved that level. I am so very blessed. I forgot his name, actually. It's been a long break since this came back. Since the last chapter. So it's like, I just totally forgot his name. So do forgive me. Let's see here. But yes, it's Music Man now. Howling sounds will create a chain reaction in a chain explosion in reaction to chanting. He may be a triple liner, but he has to chant to use magic. What? What? What is all of this nonsense? You don't have... When have they... Well, I guess they do usually say their spell. But I'm starting to wonder. Okay, when it comes to magic, like, there's a few phases of magic in fiction. There's people that have, like, you have to use a wand. So then you have to use an item to enact your magic, to, like, focus your innate, maybe unrefined magic. Then there's, like, hand gestures. And then there's chants or spells that you have to, actually say to cast it. And then, sometimes you have to use all three and whatnot. But then as you grow in experience and power, you use less and less of those traits. So I'm wondering, because he's saying, like, you have to chant to use your magic. What if third liners, triple liners don't have to do that anymore? He's been in check since the moment I surrounded him. Did Orter Maddle make you, or put you up to this? Bah, that name is just bah. It's not like you to take an interest in school affairs. This pretty much has Order's doing. Or this has to be Order's doing. That name just throws me off every time. Dear me, whatever might you be in fear? Yeah. Can't talk this morning. Sorry. Might you be inferring? And there's Mash. He's peeking around the tree. Huh? The kid you're after, Mash Bernadette, can't use magic. Sorry if you can hear my mom coughing in the back. And he's like, he may as well have no rights. Who wouldn't despair at that reality? Jealous of those who have magic, regretting that he was ever born, hating society. All of those would be reasonable reactions. But Mash Bernadette doesn't think like that. No, he doesn't. He's like, I made friends. I make my own magic in the form of fucking gains. And, I mean, he's beaten everybody that he's ever really encountered, so the logic is flawless that he don't need magic. Mash fights against his fate. Also, that line looks almost like a cross now. Like, it's like kind of jagged and bleeding and stuff, so it's hard to really know the full line. But there's like this little bit right there that looks like it's forming a cross. Okay, face reactions. Not not that an underhanded rat like you would understand. Oh, what a darling little speech that was. But I couldn't care less. Yeah, you just want to fight someone that's powerful. Oh, I forgot to open this thing up. He remains confident despite facing down a triple liner divine visionary. Oh yeah, I forgot the two attendants were there, the two little cronies. Oh, that's the reason why I couldn't remember his name, because, well, it's kind of odd. It's Margaret. Margaret's not being cocky, though. He's distributed his coins to the dorm, saying he wasn't interested in being a divine visionary, but he took a total of 10 gold coins from upperclassmen, the highest of anyone last year. That's actually quite a feat when you think that you have, you're not just being awarded a full coin in this series. So, yeah. Because what is it? Is it 4 or 5 pieces? I think it was 4, but it might have been 5 to make a full coin. So that's quite a few feats that he accomplished. Regardless, howling sounds will end this the moment he chants a counterspell. Rayne aims is at a severe disadvantage. The amount of magic power you possess isn't everything. Skill matters too. And Marguerite Macarons, that's why his name is alliterative, but I suck at remembering these weird ass names. Let's see. Skill and technique are top class. I would have said top notch, but okay. Why is he closing his eye? Why are you closing your eye? Oh, he's remembering. Remember me. But anyway, memory lane. He was at a piano recital, it looks like, and quite the upscale joint that he's got here. I hear them. Their unending cheers. Oh, now we're back in the forest. He's conducting, and the other two have what is that called? It's not. Is it a cello? I think it's a cello. It's a bass or a cello. I don't know. And then you've got like a trombone. So oh shit, we're gonna bandstand this shit. Sounds orchestra. I love that there's actually like, which then really makes you wonder. Like outside of families, how often do you run across similar magics? Because we've yet to really experience that in this series. But now we're showing clearly 3 people, though 2 of them seemingly are twins. So like from 2 different families have the same kind of magic. But yeah. We'll have to cast you'll have to cast now. Check. So it's like a magical game of chess, it seems like. Okay, well there's Mr. Afro again. What exactly distinguishes a triple liner from a double liner? Oh, my boy, you are stupid. You must have more hair than brains. It's like 3 is more than 2, my boy. I would love if Wahlberg would talk down to him like that. They're both in a different class from our point of view. Ho ho ho, I'm Santa Claus now. 3 lines signifies one chosen by the gods, of course. They can unleash more power than a double liner. But that is hardly all they can do. Wait, they can do more than just power? They can awaken a wand's true form. We're getting transforming wands now? What the Oh shit, if we get like spirit animals, like, okay, you know how like in Harry Potter, like there's always a core to the wands, and it's like, and I think it was mentioned in this series as well, like, you know, like say a phoenix feather or something, or you know, what is it, hair of a unicorn or something like that. And it's like usually it's some kind of mythical animal, or I think there was also ones with dragon in it, but I'm not sure. And it's like, and then they just encase it in the wood that the wand is composed of, and then there you go. What if you can start projecting frickin' the animal that the core is composed of? If that's the case in this series. Like I said, my memory ain't always the best, as most of you are aware. But so yeah, that could be the case here. And then we have frickin' Beyblade levels of, you know, animal projections. Or maybe they're going full on, what is it called? The thing like when Harry like makes the deer and everybody else has like the little spirit animals. Like it could be like a combination of those 3 aspects. Because that would be awesome. Let's see. True form? That is right. It is said that magic is a gift from the gods. Oh, okay, he's just letting that wand float. Is it just fucking going to become its own thing? Okay. Or, oh, what if it embodies your, like, innate magic? Like, for his, it would become a sword. And then, like, Mash, his just becomes a beat stick because the man can't do this. But, like, that would be interesting if that's also a possibility. Let's see here. He's pushing away the magical notes? Yeah, he's like just destroying them in waves. He repelled my howling sounds. Without activating it? Is this magical energy he's producing just that strong? Summon. Ares, god of war. Oh, shit! What the fuck is your wand made out of? So what, he's gonna have like a giant god of war on his side? Their power. Sweet heavens, what the fuck is that? That's a spear, that ain't no sword. Can call upon a god's strength from within a wand. Okay, so when you meant like blessed by the gods, you like literally meant that shit. Okay. I thought you were being more ambiguous about it, but like the fact that he called, a Greek god, yeah, I guess that's true. But why a spear of all things? Like, I mean, I don't remember if Ares used a spear or not. I seem to recall more of a sword man that he was, but I don't know. I mean, he's the god of war. He was probably great at every fucking weapon, but which one did he favor most? Anybody know? But anyway, so this is like a trident-esque spear with two parts of the blade just kind of floating in midair, and he's got fucking conqueror's hockey lightning kind of flying all around. This is a cool panel. I like it. His wand changed forms. So this is the sword cane. The divine visionary of war. Wait, that... What? Checkmate. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Wait, you mean the background was actually part of the fucking magic? Because it's starting to, like, bend towards him as he's pointing the new trident spear thing. Black partisan? Okay. What the fuck am I looking at? It's not a sword, it's not a spear, it's like all that black, like, smoky mist mass is just kind of formed into... It looks almost like a bird beak. But it must be some kind of a blade. But maybe it doesn't need to have a handle. I don't know. I'm confused. No, wait. I can see more of the blade up here at the top. So maybe it's just like a helmless and handleless blade that he's kind of forged out of whatever that's all supposed to be. Black magic? We're literally in black magic territory. Okay. Well, that was a chapter and a half, wasn't it? I mean, it had some things that were cool, other things not so much. And plus, I probably ruined it by not being able to read half the damn time, now was it? But yeah, some cool things. We actually got to... I'm glad that this fight isn't being done off screen. Like, that is great for the series. Because, like, so many manga series do that where, like, you're promised a really cool power-up that is either never mentioned or it's only been hinted at, and then as soon as you're about to think you're going to see it, they cut away to the main character or something, and it's like, when are we going to get to see it? And then it could be years before you actually get to see it in its full entirety, and then it's like, well, the hype is dead, thanks a lot. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Now we fully get the whole like line of gift of the gods, or blessed by the gods. You literally have the power of a god in the form of your wand. Interesting, which then makes me wonder how often are we going to see this, at least early on in the series, because I'm sure we're probably going to get fairly multicultural with it, because there's a lot of mythologies, a lot of gods out there. I mean, just look at frickin' Record of Ragnarok, for instance, or Shimatsu no Valkyrie, for those who prefer the Japanese name. Um, the There's quite the assortment out there, but when it comes to pop culture, you're always going to fall into the same holes. So we might get some. We're obviously going to get Greek and Roman. We've obviously confirmed the Greek. Roman would just be essentially the same, just with a different name. So you might get maybe some paralleled powers or something. I don't know. You'll probably get some Egyptian ones. Uh, let's see here. Nordic, obviously, that's a big one. Bigger than the Egyptian, technically, because like pop culture loves themselves some Thor and Odin and Loki. So just look at Marvel. um, let's see what else. There might be some like South American, like with Aztec gods, the Mayans. Uh, what's the other one that I'm thinking of that's Central South American culture shit? But anyway, things like that. That's likely what we're probably going to see more than anything. But we might get some like mixed in, like maybe some, maybe some Celtic folklore gods or something, if that's even a thing. I'm not really sure. I've never really been into Celtic culture before. And then I'm sure there's probably maybe some from Africa as well. It'd be awesome if they brought Storm in there because she's revered as a god in the Marvel universe. That'd be weird as hell. Talk about a crossover that would never be allowed to happen. But, stupid. But anyway, so okay, literally wielding the power of a god, essentially. That is awesome. We have yet to see like the full extent of how powerful this is, because we haven't gotten to see the impact. But safe to say, the forest is probably going to be gone, along with probably a good chunk of land. And Mash will be hiding behind a tree for the whole extent of it, just to find out that there is no tree anymore. And like, wouldn't surprise me if like his clothes got blown off, but he's like just standing there like the Saitama character is, and it's like, huh, I guess I survived that. It's like, but that was pretty powerful. Normally I don't lose my clothes or something like that. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I do like that his friends do care about him and whatnot, obviously. That they're worried that he's worried about the lack of magic. But he's obviously not. He just went to go eat that damn massive cream puff by himself. Still, that just doesn't... Like, him eating a cream puff, sure. But him to hoard one from his friends and his father, that seems a little off. But, I don't know. Maybe if there was like a little stash of cream puffs or something in the forest that he's like, been hiding, like, and he was just off to go grab one, that would have been a better excuse than him to hoard this specialty cream puff. I would have probably preferred that more, but it is what it is at this point. But yeah, for them to care for him, that's great. For Rayne's to, essentially fight on his behalf is always a nice bit of character development and whatnot, as we've seen in the recent chapters with Rayne. But he's siding along with Wahlberg, so it's obviously the reason why. But he seems to still obviously care for MASH on a base level. Excuse me. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's just the fact that we get cool wand transformations every once in a while is going to be a great thing. Macaron is, I think, a little out of his element at this point. I mean, he said, like, skill isn't, can equate to power, essentially, so that's cool and all. But, I don't think it equates for this one. But yeah, I guess we won't get that dance part. We got an orchestra, though, so that was kind of cool. And that kind of proves that you can have, like, maybe different families that have the same or similar magics in them. And that's probably how certain, like, 2 and 3 liners are more possible. The fact that it seems like Finn has, like, axe magic, but then his brother Rayne has, sword magic. So it's like maybe their parents were from 2 different kinds of weapon magics. And when, they came together and had their kids, there's the possibility of either forging a whole new weapon or just having one or the other weapons that the families have collectively gotten. Like maybe there could be spears, there could be shields or something, things like that. But yeah. So it's still an interesting concept. I'd love to see more about like the genetic potential of magics and stuff. So yeah. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet it out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings, my nose itches, but we saw something cool today. Spear of